the dollar dances on our asses!
Hey, Thursday throw-ups.
Oh, I like that.
I don't know.
Hello.
That's so stupid. We're back, and we are
Hi.
here to talk turkey. Thursday turkey talk.
Turkey Talk Thursday with Ryan and Lindsay. Welcome.
I forgot to tell you, this weekend we went to a Japanese garden this past
How was
weekend.
that?
It was okay. I was just trying to look at like what can we do that gets me off this couch? Because Saturday I was so dizzy that I was just like, I can't move. I'm just taking a day to do nothing. And that's when I started playing Hitman on PS5,
Okay.
which, that's its whole other thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, me screaming at the TV.
Yeah. Well,
But yeah, so in Rockford, there's this place I think it's called Anderson Japanese Garden, because nothing's more Japanese than the name Anderson.
Anderson.
I guess there's a sun in there. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, but anyway, they have a giant koi pond, and there's a bunch of
Nice.
ducks in there, and you can buy food to feed them. So
Oh, that's that video you sent me.
Yeah.
I didn't even consider where the fuck you were looking at koi fish.
we could go down like right next to the water and hold your hand, and ducks will come like eat your hand. But we were so scared. It's
Oh,
like, it's not about one duck biting your hand, but what's
No.
it like when 15 ducks bite your hand at the same time?
exactly.
I feel
when
like
they bring friends.
I would freak out, right?
Yeah, I couldn't.
And then they have Canadian geese there too, and I was watching like kids feed them out of their hands.
Those things are so scary.
I know, and I was just like, I wouldn't be fucking with these
That's
things.
very brave.
I don't know.
I could never. What did you think of the Japanese garden? What did you think of the koi fish?
I went there when I was 18, and I was just kind of like, okay, cool. It was nice. It's peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
The problem is it's in Rockford, so you can still hear the fucking
Oh, yeah.
the trapper keeper cars peeling out on the road, and
Yeah. Yeah. That's a bummer. That's
like
kind of
you-
like similar to New York, is like you can go to these nice parks, but you can still hear the fucking bum screaming around the corner or the fire truck or whatever. You're only so isolated.
but yeah, I don't know. Did that, scored some more thrift store stuff, and
Nice.
yeah, cool. That's it.
That's your whole weekend. We did a whole day of thrifting yesterday. And I think I told you this, but at one point we were in an elevator going up to a thrift store in this like weird multi-use building. And there was like 5 other young people in the elevator. And one of them said, "Are you guys all here for clown class also?" And I was like, "What?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, you too? I'm so nervous." And I was like, "You're going to clown class right now? What the fuck?"
Dude,
So they were all on their way to clown class while I was going to the thrift store.
yeah, I found a weird corner of the internet. A lot of people have clown fetishes.
Ew, no. Ew,
Yeah.
really?
A
Sorry,
lot,
not to yuck anybody's yums if anybody listening has a thing, an affinity for clowns, but that's scary.
yeah. It's
Is it like a Harley Quinn thing?
no,
sexy
no.
clowns, or is it like a Ronald McDonald thing?
It's a lot more Ronald than Harley. Yeah.
Oh.
And I mean, it's not as weird as the vampire balloon porn that I found that one time.
I had fucking blocked that from my brain. Oh no, the memory's back.
Y'all ever seen
I'm
a
gonna lose an important
vampire
thought now.
vampire
Oh,
go to town on a balloon? It's exhilarating.
I completely forgot about that.
Tell Colin about that. And then like
No.
in like 2 days, check his browser history.
He's gonna divorce me if I keep asking him this weird ass shit that you tell me to ask him. I cannot keep doing
I kind of
the
didn't think
devil's
you
work.
actually did it. Like I would just make it up and be like, he said this.
I'm not a liar.
It's also funny because I have his phone number.
Yeah, I also don't know why you make me do the devil's work. The vampire balloon porn. Holy shit.
As you can tell,
Gross.
listeners, this was this was a thing from our past.
And do you ever have that thing where you're like, you've completely removed a thought from your brain? I would have never thought about that again until the day I die if you had not just mentioned it.
I really, really laid it on thick on tour that was my thing.
Yeah.
It was, I'm annoyed thinking about it, but you know.
Yeah, you were very annoying.
Anyway,
Gross. Oh,
didn't expect the first few minutes of this one to be so interesting.
Awful.
Anyway,
Absolutely
so
awful.
this episode is a short one, and it's all about you, the listener.
Oh, hello, you the listener at home. Um, so all y'all wrote in, I asked, what is one specific thing from childhood that if you were to come across it today, see it today, smell it today, eat it today, would like transport you right back to childhood? And it couldn't be like, like Christmas morning. It had to be something like hyper specific.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about it because we were coming home. We went out for a little bit on Friday, and we were coming home, and we were a little bit high, and we walked past a candy store, a very Brooklyn expensive candy store. But we went in, and they had it was a pick and mix thing, and one of the tubs was the snow cap candies. And I got those, and we were back in the apartment, and I was eating them, and I was like, every time I eat one of these, all I can think about is when I was younger, we would get like food donations from the church sometimes to eat, and somebody must have, I don't know, worked for a movie theater or something, because they donated like boxes and boxes and boxes of snow cap candies. And so when they brought the food over for us, I had a shit ton of snow cap candy to eat. Like a growing child should. So I can't eat those without immediately being like back in the kitchen of my childhood home in Oconomowoc, Wisconsin, like eating this candy. And I have a few other things like that, like, foods that my dad would make or whatever. But so I was curious what other people had. Is there anything for you that comes to mind right away? Like,
I think
could be anything, an
we've talked about
object.
it before. Those New York seltzers. Do you remember those?
Seltzers. We haven't talked about this, I don't think.
Okay, look it up real quick. So,
Okay.
I think that's what they're called. Let me double check. Original New York seltzer. Yeah, that's it. So they made a root beer one. But if you look that up and see the bottle.
Oh shit.
Does
Do
that
I
ring a
remember
bell?
these? I think so.
Anyway, we never had like soda or anything, or pop as we call it in the Midwest.
Yes.
But when I was, and this ties in with my other thing, which is the donut with the chocolate on top, but has the yellow cream inside.
Yes.
What are those called?
Boston cream?
Is it a Boston cream? I don't think.
I think.
Yeah, they didn't call that in Minnesota, but
I could be wrong.
So my mom was the janitor at the town hall.
Mm-hmm.
And like me and my sister just had to sleep on a pillow in the hallway of the closed town hall, like
Damn.
a few nights a week while my mom
Mhm.
like cleaned the building, right?
Yeah.
Because she couldn't leave us alone. So we just, that was it. But the cool thing was in the morning before we would leave, the bakers were there
Mhm.
because there's a bakery in the bottom part of it. And they knew that we were just sort of sleeping there, and they would let us pick out one donut,
Oh,
and we got
dude.
to eat it. So I would have those and get one of, they sold these seltzers there. So I'd get a root beer New York seltzer and one of those chocolate cream donut things. And as
Damn.
a little kid, it was awesome. Because
Oh,
when you're a
yeah.
little kid, you're like, you don't know, like, that's not fucked up. We're just like, we're
Right.
just sleeping here. This is what we do.
Yeah. I'm just
Yeah.
eating snow cap candy for lunch. It's
Yeah.
what we do here.
It's not weird until
No.
you're an adult and you're like, oh yeah, that's kind of sad.
Yeah.
The same
That's
thing with like going out to bars and sleeping under tables all night while my mom was at a bar. First off,
yeah.
what bar lets you do that? That's so insane. I don't know if you
That
remember
sounds
recently, but I went to a bar when we were on tour, and
Oh, yeah.
I posted "Bar Baby,"
Yeah.
and it's sort of mocked the parents, and like people were like, "Judgy, huh? Like, fuck you! You weren't a
Y-
bar baby. I can say whatever the fuck I want."
I'm a
Fucking
bar baby.
yeah, I was a bar baby. I can do whatever the fuck. I can have
I
an
mean,
opinion on this. You can't. Fuck you. Don't try and fucking dilute my experience. You
unless you were a
internet
bar
pussy
baby.
dork.
Yeah. I was surprised at the constructive feedback that you received on that post, because I also thought it was kind of fucked up to bring your baby to the bar to drink before the show. I don't know. It was like, I know childcare is expensive and that baby was pretty young in your picture. They won't remember it, but like, is this going to be a pattern of you bringing your baby to the bar for the next 10 years? Because
I
don't do
mean,
that.
I also don't give a shit at all. Do whatever you
Right.
want. I don't fucking care. I just think it's funny. The baby had
Yeah.
sunglasses on.
That was pretty cool. That was a cool ass baby. That's like, I remember my dad, like, I didn't realize it was abnormal for your dad to just constantly be getting pulled over by cops. Like when they're driving, like that was, yeah, cops are just around all the time. Um, I had another like food thing, which was when my parents finally split up and my dad moved out. He moved like one town over in Wisconsin, and when he would get us for the weekend, we'd stop at this little like general store and we'd get pogs. Like we'd pick out a pog or a couple of pogs.
Yeah.
And we'd also get these little, they were called ice cubes. They're these little squares of chocolate that are like in silver wrapping. And
I know what you're talking about.
yeah. So I'd get one ice cube and I get to pick some pogs out. So anytime I see an ice cube in the store, I always buy them. They're not as good as I remember them. I assume they've changed the recipe over the last 30 years. But that was a big one for me too. That's like immediately brings me back to going to my dad's weird apartment when I was a kid.
When my mom was a maniac, she had like a little Dodge Ram pickup truck. And the hit song at the time was Walk Like an Egyptian.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like the middle of the winter. And we were like going down the road. And my mom was like singing the song and
Mm-hmm.
turns to us and goes, "Drive like an Egyptian," and did the dance
Oh my God.
and crashed into a telephone pole. And my head went smashed into the windshield and the windshield broke. And there was a bracket for a CB radio in that truck. And my sister's leg went in it and it sliced her leg like an 8-inch scar. And we were just like, drive like an Egyptian. I'll never forget that.
Holy shit.
Yeah, the truck was totaled.
Damn, dude.
That had
Was
to be like, was she drunk? I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't remember. I don't think so. I think that had to be a little traumatizing for a parent to, and I don't know why I'm feeling bad for that, but like with both your kids just blasted up like that.
Dude,
I
that's
don't, nobody
wild.
was like, we didn't,
Did you go to the hospital?
No. No, we weren't hurt or anything. Like,
You
like
just said your sister's leg was cut up and your head hit the windshield.
yeah, but still, like, that's still not that hurt compared to what would necessitate.
All right.
Yeah, we had a little bit different of a growing up,
Yeah.
a bar of what you did when you go to the hospital.
Yeah, I guess. My dad would also drive crazy. We never went to the hospital. I did have to, at one point he was pulled over and arrested, and the cop had to take me to my grandma's house, which was where we were on the way to. So I was dropped off at my grandma's in the cop car. But what he used to do was, I guess he was like really into like Star Trek, and he would be driving us and he would start doing the intro to Star Trek. Like, these are the voyages of the Starship Enterprise.
The cop
the
did
whole thing.
this?
No, yeah, the cop did that. No, my dad, when he was driving us
Oh, okay.
around, he would do the whole intro to the Star Trek thing. And then once he got to the end where like it'd be like da na 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 whatever, he would like slam on the gas and be like warp speed and like drive as fast as he could. And then he'd be like asteroids, and he would like go back and forth on like swerve the van back and forth as if he was dodging asteroids.
Wow. That's
yeah,
incredibly irresponsible.
Somehow we never crashed.
Wow.
Don't know how that's possible. But that was his big thing. And I remember one time he was doing that and he like was like warp speed through a toll, not realizing that he had to pay toll. And like the cop was there and like the cop was waiting and it was like immediately pulled over. Cool.
Did he tell him
childhood.
he was sorry he was doing warp speed?
I'm sure he did. Honestly, I'm sure he probably did.
That's really funny. Anyway, back to this. There's a lot of shit that will bring you back that you don't
my
even
God.
realize, and sometimes when it just happens naturally, it can stun you.
It really
like,
it like
"Whoa,
stops you in
holy
your
shit."
tracks. It
Yeah, yeah.
absolutely does.
So, what are some that our beloved listeners have?
Well, I'm going to start with a sweet one, a nice one, because some of
Okay.
them are. I've kind of scanned through, and most of them are fine. They're not like fucking traumatic like ours are. Jesus Christ. Our girl Jessica Caroline said the one object that brings her back is a big 1-gallon glass Hellman's mayo jar that her dad had in his garage. It had holes poked in the lid. She said, I was always, as a child, I always loved animals. And now as an adult, also love animals. I inherited the jar from my dad. As a kid, as far back as I can remember, I would catch bugs, frogs, snakes, salamanders, or any other little critter I could find in the yard or woods. And then we'd go into that jar for a few hours with some dirt, grass, and sticks. Then my dad would come out and make me set them free. And I would cry so hard because I just loved them so much. I remember taking a toad caught into school for show and tell one day and came home with 2 toads in my jar because I found one during recess. She said, I typed this all after I just got done playing with a praying mantis I found on my front porch and some plants. That mayonnaise jar still sits in my parents' garage, Hellman's label intact with an expiration date of March 30th, 1987.
Whoa.
That's fucking cool.
Yeah, that's rad.
Someone says the Danish cookie tins, the blue ones.
Yeah.
But he said fucking filled with sewing materials and not a cookie to be seen.
Totally. Those
Yeah.
things are fucking notorious for like misleading content.
They'll get you every time. We have Ninja Turtle pies.
Okay, I forgot completely about those things until It's Always Sunny
Yeah.
did the episode where they're using them as currency. I
Yeah.
remember at the very end when Charlie's eating the one and he's like,
Yeah.
Ninja
He-
Turtle pies. I've like those pie things, by the way. Lindsay loves those things.
Really?
Yeah,
Interesting.
I've never really known anyone that like loves those things, but it made me remember that I liked the chocolate ones when I was a kid.
I don't remember eating those when I was a child.
Really?
I don't
You know
think
what?
so.
Doesn't Entenmann's make those?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're at every grocery store. They're really fucking gross, man. They're
Yeah.
like way too, almost just like pure granulated sugar. in the
Yeah.
colors of other things. Anyway, yeah, turtle pies, that's a good one.
Ugh, I mean, this guy Kevin did say, I'm sure they were nasty as hell, but they were treasure for us Teenage
Oh,
Mutant
of
Ninja Turtle
course.
kids.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
I remember also being very into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and my neighbor across the street had like his family was what I thought was rich. Oh my god, I just remembered this now. Okay, so his name was Matt. I do remember his last name, but I won't put him on blast. Um, Matt was like my age, lived across the street. We were like pretty close as kids. He had all the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff we would play with, all the cool stuff. But I just remembered as I was thinking about him that when I used to go like anywhere with him, like if his dad would drive us, we'd sit in the back, and I just remembered that one point we were sitting in the back, we were in a parking lot or something, and we happened to look under the seat, and there were just giant stacks of Playboy magazines back there in the back seat of his car for his fucking kid and neighbor kid to see. And we were like, "What the fuck is this?" And we are like flipping through it because we're like, "What are these people? What are these ladies
Right there.
doing?"
That's why you're fucked up. Right
That's
there.
a huge problem. That's a huge reason. I like had completely blocked that from my mind.
Wow.
It just came back to me. What a diddler. Allegedly. You have to say allegedly, otherwise you can get sued.
AAD, alleged absolute diddler.
Gross. We have Andrew says Code Red Mountain Dew. I used to stop at Circle K walking home from school. Paired it with a peanut butter Twix. That seems new. Are you young, Andrew?
Yeah, you got to keep in mind we're old. I don't think Code Red. I thought, is that the one? That's not the one that's only Baja Blast.
A Blast.
Is the
Yeah.
one that's only at Taco Bell, right?
Yeah.
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 Code Red. I remember when that came out. I think it was around.
Okay. You were around just in general when it came out. You remember it?
Yeah, I think so. I didn't like it.
Well, you didn't pair it with a peanut butter Twix, apparently.
I used to ride my bike 5 miles into town on Fridays. I was allowed to rent a Super Nintendo game and get 1 can of Dr. Pepper. So every I think Friday I would do that. Ride by myself all the way into town 5 miles, get my can of Dr. Pepper, rent the Super Nintendo game, and ride all the way back. It's kind of crazy. I would not let a kid do that.
No.
Not with
Of
all
course
these
not.
fucking freaks everywhere these days.
All these absolute alleged diddlers. All these AADs out there. No, that's crazy. Kids shouldn't go outside. They should go outside. Touch grass, as they say. Somebody said now and laters. My 4th grade teacher joked that he'd trade them for grades when I was younger. I thought they were called annihilators based on how the other kids pronounced it, which is very sick to think that now and laters were called annihilators.
Yeah, that's very sick.
I don't think I like now and laters.
No, they're gross.
I also thought that about Mike and Ike's, but turns out Mike and Ike's are delicious.
They're the same thing, right?
No, now and laters are like taffy.
Oh.
They're like the squares of taffy. Somebody said, not sure if they're used anymore, but those big plastic totes that retail stores used. I don't remember. I don't know what that is.
No, I don't know that one.
So cute. Expand on your answer. I'm curious. Joseph says PB Max. Is it peanut butter Max? Is that a thing?
Must be.
Chef Boyardee canned
Remember
ravioli.
Goobers?
Goobers. I remember the name. What is a goober?
Goobers was the PB and J, like peanut butter and jelly in the same jar.
Oh shit. Yeah, I do.
That's unnecessary bullshit.
Yeah, I'm looking at PB Max now. Oh, it's a candy bar.
Wait.
Oh yeah,
up.
this
I'm
is
looking
old
it up.
school.
PB Max.
Yeah, that is an old school pull there.
Whoa, it looks kick-ass.
It does look kick-ass.
Hold on. That just looks like a whatchamacallit, which is my favorite candy bar. Remember? Oh, you weren't on tour with us, but one time Kyle and I just got so high
Mm-hmm.
and we don't get high. Someone gave us weed, like,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, fuck it, let's just eat this. Let's eat all this stuff. Like, I don't know if it was cookies or whatever, or whoever the fuck did that. Like, we don't, people always give us that shit and we don't, we're like, yeah, thank you, but we never eat
Yeah.
it. This time we decided to go for it. And it was the kind where like Kyle was like, I think I've made a mistake. I better go to bed before this hit. Like,
Oh yeah.
and
You get so
I
scared you fall
tried
asleep.
to. And then we woke up and we were like, no, it was so bad. It was like, this is going to take a whole day to go away. And I was
Yeah.
like, fuck it. Let's, what's the Go Puff? Let's go
Oh
puff
yeah.
some whatchamacallits. And I go puffed 18 whatchamacallits.
Dude.
And I told Kyle that I only got 3. So I gave him, and
That's
like,
such a fun surprise.
well, no, I didn't tell him about the other ones. And like,
Oh, you just kept them for
I
yourself?
hogged them.
That's so mean.
Whatever. He didn't notice.
That is a very professional move, though.
Yeah.
You did something similar. I don't think you were high. I think you were just hungry. On tour the last time I was with you, we got, maybe it was a day off. We ordered food, and then yes, Kevin came back from wherever they had gotten dinner, and we're like, "Can you bring us snacks and treats?" I was very high, and then Kevin brought us some snacks, and then we were like watching probably 90 Day Fiance. An hour or so later, there's a knock on the door. And I was like, what the fuck? And you had door dashed more candy to the hotel room.
Yeah.
It's like, hell yeah. That's awesome.
Sometimes I let it rip on tour. You know?
Yeah. Sometimes you gotta.
What do
so
you got next?
PB Max, Chef Boyardee canned ravioli, which I can
That
taste.
shit is like, I love that shit. It's so fucking gross.
It's so gross.
It's the closest thing to dog food.
Yeah.
That I will eat that's not straight up dog food.
Or the ones with the little tiny meatballs in them.
Yeah. I love those little meatballs.
They're fucking good.
They taste like carpet or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're good. All right. Chef Boyardee, I fuck with that. That's good poor people. Like, that shit has to be so bad for you.
Oh yeah, it's nothing but salt and red dye number 40. Mad Dog 2020. Which
remember now that's class in Cleveland.
When the dude tried to pay me with a trash bag full of empty beer cans. Yes, I do remember now that's class. Thank you.
Now that's class would sell actual bottles of that place. Man, I never fucking knew what we were gonna get when we go there. I became friends with the guy that owned it, Paul. Paul was he was a fucking ex-boxer who was just one of the most legit punk rock people I have ever met in my life. He didn't give a shit about anything. They had a party where they spray painted the green room gold,
Dude.
But like didn't wear masks. He said that one time at the bar they did something called the halftime huff, where you could bring in stuff and huff it at halftime. It was all so illegal. So illegal.
Legitimately, that venue scared the shit out of me.
Yeah. Yeah. You never knew what was going to happen. It was always so much fun. But that was the only place on earth that I've ever seen that would sell a bottle of Mad Dog 2020, full bottle, not a little guy, the full bottle, as if it was a beer.
Yeah. It was terrifying. And then
that was also the site of me. This was way before you could say shit like this. But I remember a girl, like, she was front row and she just full on flashed me.
Mm-hmm.
And I go, damn, girl, put those titties away. It was really funny.
Respectfully, put them titties away. God, what a place.
Yeah. Anyway, the Mad Dog, I get that. There was also, at one point, I made a joke where I was like, all we want in our, for beer backstage or in the golden green room is just Mad Dog. Like, I was kidding.
Yeah.
He filled a kiddie pool full of that shit. Oh, gross.
And then as we were leaving, I was like, can I get paid? And he handed me a trash bag full of empty beer cans and said, here you go.
He moved to Puerto Rico. I'm going to write him. I for a while kept in touch with him.
Yeah, I'd love to check in with him. We should have a check in with him. I'd love to hear what he's doing. Somebody says hope. Period. That's all they.
It's disastrously sad.
Very, but I get it. Andy's Mints, which I fucking love Andy's Mints.
Like when you're at, if you ever check into a hotel that has one on the pillow, are you like,
Yeah.
oh fuck yeah?
Fuck yeah. Somebody brought at Colin's birthday dinner, they brought Andy's Mints to the table, and I grabbed the check, and she like put the Andy's Mints down, and I was like, ooh, Andy's Mints. And then I ate them, and I was like, oh, my stomach hurts. I ate too many Andy's Mints. And Colin was like, that was for everyone at the table. Because I had eaten like all fucking 10 of them because I just thought they were for me.
Oops.
Yeah. But he does say, or they say, there was a restaurant inside a department store called the Broadway. And they always had the Andy's Mints. And yeah, I love that. Similarly, watermelon Laffy Taffy with the seeds.
Ooh.
You remember those?
I don't.
Look that up right now.
I think I know what we're getting at here. Remember Yikes Stripes, Fruit Stripes gum?
Oh, yeah. Do you remember...
What is it? Watermelon?
Laffy Taffy.
With seeds, it pops up. That's great.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God.
So good.
What were the seeds?
The sugar, I assume.
Wow. Fucking crazy. I have no memory of that.
Oh, that's
you
wild.
can still get that, right? Oh, no,
No.
they don't have the seeds anymore.
No, they don't. They're probably poison. Also, like the fruit snacks that were the sharks, and then there was that one shark that was all white, and that was like the best one.
Shark Bites, the Great White. Yeah, I tried to get those
Oh.
when we went up to the cabin once. They don't make them anymore.
So no, they don't. A lot of food write-ins, which I totally get. Someone said eating those little ice cream cups with the little wooden spoon in school. That
Yeah.
little like tongue
Those
dispenser,
Those
basically.
things are so gross, but I know what you mean.
Yeah, they're awful. This is a good one. The red automatic coupon dispensers at the grocery store, where you
Oh,
just
yeah,
pull the
yeah, yeah.
coupon out, and then as a shitty little kid, you just go and you like pull them all out.
Yeah, I forgot about those.
Someone said the smell of mall food courts, which
Oh, word up.
goddamn,
To this day.
the best. I love that being on tour, you do get to find these last remaining malls throughout the country because they're not as prevalent as they used to be. And the minute you walk in, I'm instantly transported back to high school. Like
Yeah.
instantly. There is nothing like an indoor mall. Everything is an outdoor mall too. It sucks. What else? Hand sanitizer brings back specific smells of grade school lunchtime.
I don't
And
think
they
they
said
had hand sanitizer when I was a kid. I just don't think it existed.
Yeah, are you a COVID kid maybe? Planet photography. I don't think
Oh,
we
that's
had hand
Brad.
sanitizer.
Yeah,
Oh.
he's younger. He's not a COVID kid, but
Oh.
he's younger.
Yeah, they didn't have. I don't think they had hand sanitizer. He also said turkey and cheese sandwich.
What about those pizzas that they had?
Oh, the little ones.
No,
That-
in cafeteria. Like those sheets of like no one's ever been able to quite figure out how to make that gross taste of
Oh yeah,
lunchroom pizza.
yeah.
Ugh.
I have a similar memory of like a chicken sandwich from school at lunch. Like I can smell it. Like you'd be like, oh, they're making chicken sandwiches today, and they're just like so wet and gross and full of mayonnaise.
Ugh.
Ugh. Yeah. Let's see. We got something here from Justin Rounds. I do want to say this actually came from Facebook. I didn't realize that when I post something on Instagram, it goes to your Facebook. So the Anxious and Angry Facebook page. So I did realize there were some answers to past questions in there. So
Oh,
sorry,
shit.
people. I wasn't ignoring you. I just didn't know it existed. So someone said,
Oops.
sorry, we had a pogo ball cult in grade school I wanted to be a part of.
Remember those things?
No, what the fuck is pogo ball?
It's like this weird disc, right? but in the middle of it, there's almost like a
Oh,
basketball.
that you jump on?
And you hold it with your feet and you
Yeah.
jump up and down on it. I remember those. You could do
Yeah,
like
okay.
tricks and shit.
Okay. So Justin loved Pogo Ball.
Okay.
He said, my family was poor as shit and little things were fucking massive. My dad worked 3 jobs to support his family. Anyway, one day, he says the pig version? Was there a pig version of Pogo, or is that a mistype?
Maybe. Let's go with pig. I like the idea.
Okay,
of
the
it.
pig version is just sitting there on the dining room table one day. I was so fucking excited. My mom damn near cried. Fucking 8 or 9-year-old me excitedly brought it to school. I could finally be a cool kid. It caused my first fist fight. I was the poor kid. I didn't belong. I forget if they yeeted it and it pissed me off or if somebody hit me first. Anyway, when I see one at a flea market or whatever, I'm reminded how my parents busted their ass to make it happen. It's
Wait,
a
what
positive
happened?
memory. So he got a pogo ball and brought it
Yeah.
to school, and
And
he
what
was
happened?
saying he doesn't remember if somebody just hit him first to take it or if somebody grabbed it and threw it. But basically, they were like, "You can't be part of our pogo ball cult. You're a
Oh,
poor." And so he got in his first fist fight
yeah,
over it.
that'll
Which
do it.
fucking good for you, Justin.
That'll do it, man.
And he says, "Yeah, when I see one at a flea market, I'm reminded of how hard my parents worked." Um, and then another Justin wrote in, this is an old one. He just said, we got a headache smoking banana peels, which was in response to the question like weeks and weeks ago about dumb shit you did in grade school.
Yeah.
And you brought up the banana peels.
I can't believe you've never heard of that. That's so wild.
No, I'd never heard of that. That seems to be all that we have. I know this is similar to that question we had before, but I think it's so nice to kind of be reminded that everybody had the same childhood in some capacity. Like everybody kind of has the same memories, just different, I guess, versions of them. Because like the school cafeteria smells, the one toy. Like for me, this is similar to Justin. I really wanted a pair of Jinko jeans so bad when I was younger because all the cool kids had Jinko jeans. And I remember being at Kohl's and like begging my mom for a pair of Jinko jeans. And she finally, same with like Justin said, just working all the time to support us, did not have money for this extra stuff. She finally got me a pair of Jinko jeans, but she was like, she thought the really baggy ones looked ridiculous. Spoiler alert, she was right. But so she got me a pair, but they weren't as baggy as everybody else's. And then I got made fun of because I was like still not cool because my Jinko jeans weren't baggy enough. And then I never wore them again, even though she like busted her ass to buy me a pair of Jinko jeans.
That sucks.
Yeah. I should call my mom and tell her I love her.
I got some of those. I think I was in 9th or 10th grade. But anyway, like they were all torn up and I had them safety pinned together.
Yeah.
Which
'Cause
is
you're
kick
cool.
ass.
Yeah.
And I went up to kind of, when you run and kick the door open at school, my leg got caught in the jeans and like they ripped and I fell and smashed my head into the door. That's my Jenko.
God.
That was the last time I wore Jenko jeans.
Dude, the curse of the Jinko jean.
Yeah.
God damn.
Well,
if anybody else has Jinko jean stories, write in. I'd love to hear them.
I remember the jeans that were cool because I'm a little bit older, were called Gerbots.
I've never heard of that. Let me look it
Never
up.
heard of them? It's French, so Maurice Francois Gerbeau or something like that.
How do you spell that?
Let's see if I can find it. Gerbeau. I don't even know how to spell it. There.
Oh, Gerboa?
It's Maurice Francois Gerbaud. G-I-R.
Oh, that's not at all how I spelt it. It's Girbaud, correct?
Yeah. Oh,
I spelled
they
it.
do still sell these. Wow.
I spelled it Jerbow.
But like, I remember they had like almost like this weird pleated front.
Yeah.
It's like these things suck.
But they were cool back then.
They were so kick ass.
I can see them. I'll get you a pair for your birthday.
No, I don't like
$150.
the rich kids, like popular kids had them. It
Yeah.
wasn't like anything we ever had. And by the time we had shit like this, it wasn't cool anymore.
Yeah. Always a day late and $1 short when you're poor,
They're basically mom jeans.
which are very cool now.
Yeah,
So,
I bet these are cool now. I bet they had a comeback.
everything old is new again.
Yep. Shit don't change.
Amen to that, brother.
So if you have not yet listened to the latest serial, The Last 12 Days, make sure and do that. So we can talk about that on Monday. Put that in your little fucking list of shit.
I will.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess that's it for the week, man.
That's it.
I don't know what I'm just gonna be around here working, playing with a ring light,
All right.
losing fucking weight.
Let us know about your hashtag weight loss journey. There may or may not be tickets left for Recess Romp. There's a few tickets left for Denver's second
both
night.
San Francisco shows are sold out. We are going to Omaha on the 6th, I believe.
Okay.
Playing in Omaha, and as this might come as a shock to some of you, but have you ever heard of Kearney, Nebraska?
Haven't.
Where the bridge is over Nebraska, the only one thing that you cross in Nebraska going through.
Okay.
We are playing there.
Oh.
Yeah, the day after Omaha. I've played there before and I had a good time, and fuck it, let's run it back.
Hell yeah.
Just had the idea of like, fuck it, let's do a couple of shows on the way out to Denver. Why not?
Awesome.
Spend a little time with the buds, you know?
Well, Kearney, Nebraska, watch out. He's coming for you.
Yep. That's the first place I had a bucket of spaghetti.
That's so gross.
When we were on our bike trip from Minneapolis to Denver, we stopped there. I bought weed off of a guy, and we got a bucket of spaghetti at a place.
I was about to ask, you also got weed and a bucket of spaghetti from the same guy. That's crazy.
No.
Two separate transactions.
Yes, very different transactions. But there ain't nothing like smoking some weed at an Arcano Lodge, just fucking shoulder deep in a bucket of scud, you know?
Eat some scud out of a bucket. Jesus Christ.
We had to carb up, you know?
It's true. It's healthy.
All right, everyone, have a good weekend, and we'll talk to you on Monday.
Bye.